Some of the stars of the movie. We have Jack Langdon. Is Jack with us? Is Jack with me? We have Lena, Florence. We have Mr. Vince Vaughn. Is Paige here? Paige, Kevin Fisher, our producer, and Mr. Wayne Johnson is playing Hurry up. Do you take control?
Right. I'm doing my best to.
No, absolutely.
I'll go straight to the audience for questions. So, whoever wants to start. Yes, sir. You were first. You were quick.
I was wondering how much of the actual wrestling was actors and how much was like stunt people.
Well, let Florence answer that.
Oh no. I will say I had the most amazing wrestlers that helped teach me and led me, even including this guy, through the ring. And I also had an amazing stunt double, Tessa Blanchard. But I will also love saying that from the get-go, Stephen was really, really keen on making sure that we all did as much as we could. And I'm so thrilled that he did that because it meant that we actually got to be part of the real storyline in amongst that. So. A lot, and then also not a lot, because you can see our faces as well. So, but yeah, thanks, babe. But I did have an amazing stunt double, Tessa Blanchard. She's a real amazing wrestler, and she definitely kept me from dying in some big moves. Tessa.
I will say that as a guy who had a little bit of experience in the ring, she really did an amazing job, and it was really required of her to not only embrace the character, but to go from never wrestling before to learning how to wrestle. It's a hard thing. It takes people years and years to learn. She killed it. Florence did such an amazing job. The girl who played AJ Lee, Thea Trinidad, she's here in the audience. Congratulations to you. You're amazing. And very proud of everybody who got in that ring because it was extremely difficult to do, but she absolutely crushed it. So proud of you.
Yeah. Are there any questions from the audience? Okay.
On your left.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
For the actors, was it an asset or a challenge to kind of have this documentary out there? Did you use that, or did you kind of avoid that to own the character?
Did you say was the documentary a hindrance to the film, or did it help?
How did it affect the preparation?
How did the doc affect preparation for the film?
Lena, do you want to take that?
Thanks so much. I think, well, the documentary was amazing, and then it was terrifying because you think, I don't want to let that brilliant person down. So it sort of helped that we saw it, and also for me it helped that I still haven't met Julia, so that's yet to come. Yeah.
It helped in a big way. It's always helpful, it gives you a kind of blueprint, but I think even if you try and do an impression, you'll never actually get bang on, so by default, I think it always kind of works. But the family are so incredible and ridiculous at the same time, like they are an amazing unit, and I think the documentary is almost as good as the film, so watch it.
All right. Next question.
Next question. Yes, sir. I'll come to you in a second.
Paige, did any of the other women in your NXT group make it in the WWE?
Yeah. Actually, a bunch of them, but like I said, the percentage is pretty low because you really do. It takes a toll on NXT, but they want to get the best out of you, And so I would say when I first started out, there was only about 5 of us, and I was the only one who made it. but more ladies got signed, and now we have a women's revolution, and there's just so much more women now, and it's incredible.
Yes, you're waiting up in the back. Nice and loud, please, sir.
Yes. First of all, that was awesome. I used to have that Ultimate Warrior toy, so that was pretty sweet. That was cool. And then Duane, or Mr. Brock. Have you thought about making or doing a movie or documentary about like the Maivia wrestling family and that sort of stuff?
We considered it. You know, there's for those who don't know, I come from a long lineage, like Paige, of wrestlers in my family, so possibly one day. The lineage is long, and I think if I could find the right, I don't know, maybe the right writer who understood it. I don't know, Stephen Merchant, maybe. Well, and you guys are all free. Everybody. Yes. Perfect. But possibly, yes. But I do want to say though, because of lineage, it was the biggest reason why I identified with the documentary. For those who don't know, I have to share the story because it honors certainly our main subject. Is we're shooting Fast and Furious 6, 2012 in London. Couldn't sleep. 3 o'clock in the morning. I watched this documentary, the documentary you guys saw at the end. I was so moved and fascinated by it because I knew that family so well. This was my family too as well. We lived like gypsies too as well. My family promoted wrestling too as well in bars and any place you could put a ring. So I really identified with her story, and crazy enough, I met Paige, when was it?
The day before WrestleMania?
Yes, the day before the fight.
2014.
Was it? 2013. 13.
Yeah, that was
Yes.
2013, sorry.
So I saw the documentary in 2012. I fell in love with it. I was so amazed by it. And then Royal Rumble is where we met. And she came up and introduced herself. And I was like, hey, I just watched the documentary. And she said, oh my God, I can't believe it. And here we are. And it is so really amazing. I was just so blown away by the documentary and so happy that we're here.
Blubber in my eyes. I go like,
She was.
Can I just flag up that the scene where Duane tells her that she's going to go on is true, right? That's
Sorry, I was just saying that the scene which we dramatized where Duane tells her that she's going to go on and that role was a real incident that
So we meet at the Royal Rumble, and then 2 years later at WrestleMania, I tell one of my guys, I said, hey, go grab Paige because I want to give her some good news. So I go, so she comes over, and so we're there, and then I say, hey, you are going to make your debut tomorrow.
Yeah.
Correct. And then on top of that, I was like, and you're going to be Divas champion. And she's like, what? She almost fainted, and it was amazing.
The first 2 minutes of meeting him. And first of all, I got a text from my friend and said, hi, it's DJ. And I'm like, who the hell is DJ? Like, I had no idea that was your nickname. So I was like,
Yes, I'm so sorry.
I asked Steve Maleka, I was like, well, who's DJ? And he's like, well, it's Dwayne Johnson, you idiot. Like, I was like, oh my God! So I heard he fainted in catering before I came and saw him. And then within 2 minutes, I had the biggest anxiety attack I've ever had in my life. Yeah. But it was wonderful, so thank you so much.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Thank you for my...
You've been very patient.
I just wondered how they...
I'll give you a mic here. So.
Thank you. I just wanted to know if you've been able to take this back to Norwich and continue to promote those there.
Norwich.
It's like porridge, Norwich, you're right. What was the question? I'm sorry. Did I take it back to Norwich?
Have you been able, yeah, keep promoting it?
I haven't gone back yet, but my family is doing a wonderful job. My dad, they're all fighting for the camera right now, which is fantastic. I'm glad I'm actually doing it by myself, because if not, this would be an issue. But yeah, they're doing it right now, and then they're going to have a premiere in Norwich too. So they're really excited. And they gave it to all their trainees instead of actually letting people pay to come in. They let all the wrestling trainees instead go to it.
We have time for one more question.
Paige, I just wanted to ask you, what were you thinking in that scene where you almost lost it at the very, very end when that lady had your, I don't know the technology and the right words to say, when she had your arm there and they said, okay, what was going through your mind to actually get you to that beaded diva?
Well, that's the scariest moment of my life because obviously it's my first day on the main roster. And I was Duane obviously told me the day before, I was going to be winning the Divas Championship, so I had that going through my mind. So I had a lot of nerves. I went up there, I really didn't think that people were going to like me, you know, I'm just this pale golf girl from Norwich who everyone thought was a weirdo. And then all of a sudden I get this amazing opportunity to be in a Divas Championship match, and AJ was absolutely fantastic. And I just want to say, Thea, you did an amazing job at AJ, a really fantastic job, like, really, really good. But yeah, I was just so scared. I was absolutely terrified, but you know, the adrenaline rush that you get from being inside that ring, it electrifies you. It was fantastic. So yeah, that gave you the momentum to become Bevis.
Okay, the chop in the hat there. I'm guessing now, please, sir.
Sure. Thank you all for your work and for inspiring. What were some challenges you had during production, and how did you overcome those challenges?
Can I mention one challenge, which is that at that final match we had 1 hour to shoot at Monday Night Raw, where Florence had to go out on day 4 of filming to recreate this real-life match, having had, 2 months of training. Duane very graciously came down to MC the event, and if you've never been to a wrestling event when Duane appears, it's insane. It's like Elvis has come back to life. You know, and he goes out there, and I said to him, we only have 1 hour. DJ, so you really need to get out there, explain what's happening, we need to get shooting. He did 20 minutes on the mic. He's talking to the fans, he's doing, I'm the only person who's ever been screaming from the gods to Dwayne Johnson to get out of a wrestling ring. But nevertheless, if he hadn't done it, I don't think we'd have got all that amazing footage, and so I appreciate it. But it was stressful, but we managed to get, and well, Florence, you had to go out there in front of 20,000 people.
Yeah, no, that was the most terrifying shooting day I think I will ever do for the rest of my life. And I actually remember you beforehand going through the moves. At like 20 minutes before it goes live, every wrestler comes into the ring and they start doing the bits, and they're all, you know, famous wrestlers, and he goes, all right, okay, you're up. And me and Thea go in, and we kind of like step into the ring, and all the wrestlers are just standing there watching. And I remember you saying, look, it's okay, I'm going to be there, so if anything goes wrong, I'm going to be there. And it was the most terrifying night, and you weren't there. You were up in the box. You weren't down, you were up in the box. Oh, thanks, Paige, thanks. Anyway.
One like that. We're kind of out of time, folks, but I want to say, you know, we do this Q&As all the time for these films in the festival. I don't often see a friendly team like this come together with such a vibe and a gel that is so natural and so friendly. It's just wonderful to see this kind of energy in the film. So I wish you all the best with this film.